Magav, Israel's elite border police, operate at the heart of one of the fiercest conflicts in history, the age-old disputes between Jews and Arabs in the Middle East. They police Israel, the Palestinian territories in the West Bank, and the borders with Israel's Arab neighbours. The force is made up of several special units that have kept their doors closed to the outside world until now. They make the arrest now! I'm the first civilian to have been granted access to this unit that specialises in undercover work against terrorists. The team's moving in, they've seen the vehicle, taking the fight to the front line. Get in here, quick, quick, quick. I get to train with them and experience the ferocious firepower they call upon when things get dirty in the desert. 66! Come on, get the fucking grenade! Training over, I go on a mission with them. Watch your camera there, watch your camera, watch your camera there. We're moving in now, very close to target area. We can't afford to be compromised by them seeing the camera. They've got eyes on the street. And witness firsthand the dangers they face every day of their lives. And go! Magav police a war zone. Their beat is as tough as it gets. These guys are as hard as they come. Well, I've just landed in Tel Aviv, and the unit that I'm going to be working with is called the Magav, and it's a specialist unit within the border police. Israel's one hell of a place to police. It's surrounded by Arab neighbours, Egypt, Jordan, Syria and Lebanon, countries hostile to the Jewish state. Then there's the Gaza Strip and West Bank. Now partly governed by Palestinians, the areas are often a source of conflict. I don't have to say how much trouble we've seen over the years. There's a lot of hatred towards Israel. It's a melting pot of competing religions and cultures. Jews and Palestinians attempt to live side by side, but mutual suspicion and outbreaks of hostility make it one of the most volatile places in the world. Magav are charged with providing security between these communities and protecting Israel's borders. It's a sensitive job for a secretive force. Now, what I know of these guys is that they do a lot of undercover operations. Now, the interesting thing of working undercover is looking like the enemy through makeup and disguises. The most difficult thing is actually sounding like them. These guys are speaking a different language, and not only the language has to be correct, but the accent. Operating that deep inside of enemy territory, you've got to have balls of steel, because if you know what goes wrong, you're finished. And your crew could be finished as well. The day gets off to an unusual and covert start. Well, this is all very bizarre. I was told to take a taxi to this point where I'd be picked up by a van. I'm guessing it's down to the secrecy of the unit and the fact that they don't want anybody to know where they operate from. The police driver takes me to the Magav base. I'm not told where we are going, and the base is not marked on any map. My name is Ryan. I've been told to come here to collect some equipment. I need the uniform and weapons. Be interesting to see what they've got for me. Oh, got the A4, called Commando. Basic standard weapon. I've used these in the regiment and they are very reliable. In terms of the firepower, it fires a 5.56 round, torch underneath, and the sighting system is very good. I have a hologram sight which will probably zero in later on. The Colt Commando rifle is the weapon of choice for nearly every Special Forces unit in the world. Engineered to be light, durable and very accurate, it's in a league of its own. The system's compact, the handle folds in, so you've got the choice of holding it in this position, folding it in, holding it a more conventional way. It's a good weapon system. That's fine, great. That's me. I've got the uniform, the rifle, that's all I need. Kitted out, I'm sent to meet the guys from the unit. Their faces are covered with masks to disguise their identities. I am greeted by the task force commander, a man I can only refer to via his code name, Diamond. I'm the first Westerner to have been allowed access to the Magav unit. The squad is so secretive that even the families of some of the officers have no idea what their loved ones do for a living. There's good reason. If their covers are blown, every man and his family are targets for terrorists. This is the team that I'm going to be working with and training and hopefully getting on the ground and doing a mission with. So we'll crack on. Now it's down to business. Come in. I'm going to experience police training, Magav style. I'm in Israel working with an undercover squad of police officers from Israel's border police, Magav. I'm spending a week training with them, then I'll join them on a mission. Quickly, come in here! This is the start of today's training. The team are getting briefed at the moment. I understand we'll be doing overt and covert operations. Because of the nature of the work, the guys have asked me just to observe today, so I have an understanding of their tactics and how they work. And hopefully, after today's observations, tomorrow it'll be a bit of hands-on training, actually working with a team, weapons training, and then moving on to the missions. We're going to now run through the first training exercise. It's a mock-up of a coffee shop set in the West Bank. It's an exercise designed to replicate the sort of real-life scenario carried out by Magav units in Palestinian areas. This never-seen-before archive shows a Magav unit in action. The squad is on a mission to capture a terror cell ringleader alive so he can be taken back for interrogation. Basically, we've got the team out in a vehicle waiting. A suspected terrorist who is on the wanted list has been spotted. Information's come through to the snatch team. The team have got him under surveillance. Once he gets inside this coffee house, the team's going to hit it, arrest him, and then take him out. This is the guy now making himself known to the area that he's just shown his presence here, and then he's going to move in. What we've got is two women here. They're basically his lookouts. So if they see anything suspicious, they'll just shout at these guys here. As you see here now, he's making his presence known, he's doing his introductions to these guys. This is very, very typical of the situation that our lads are working in now. He's also heavily harmed there, as you can see. The rest of the guys have got pistols, and they're just sitting there making coffee, shooting the shit.
What is that?
The team's somewhere very close by, just been alerted that this guy's in presence, and they're waiting for another party to turn up. We've got some more guys from a terror squad coming up. These guys move in. All the greetings.